Hey there, everybody. I'm the Scrap Lady. I'm in Central Virginia, and I just wanted to tackle this very common problem in our house, but could not find a ton of people, a ton of DIYers out there who had done this. So, anyhow, the problem I am tackling today is an extremely cold bonus room above our garage. So, let's step out into the driveway here. And as you can see, ooh, the sun might not be very good. It might not be very helpful. But anyhow, you can see we've got a pretty nice sized bonus room up above our garage area. And in the wintertime, it is freezing in that room. So if you have a similar problem, stay tuned. This is definitely for DIY people who are interested in doing things pretty much by themselves and who are interested in saving money. Can you guys stay outside for just...
This one. Boxenstein.
Oh, Boxenstein, cool. Okay, just come on out in a few minutes, okay? I'm shooting a video. As you can see, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I kind of have to manage all my projects around my kids' schedules. So anyhow, I did a ton of research online. I got different quotes from contractors in the area, and they were all ranging from about $2,500 to $5,000. And that was before the pandemic hit. And so when I contacted these contractors again, because I wanted to revisit this problem, they said that, labor costs and not necessarily labor, I guess, but just the cost of materials had gone up significantly, so they were going to have to readjust their quotes. And anyways, I did a ton of research, found there was multiple ways to do this project. Spray foam, injection foam, blown-in cellulose, or just the traditional batting that most homes have. And anyways, you just have to research and figure out what you wanted to do. So what I opted for was to do my own blown-in cellulose. Great price point. You can rent the machines at Lowe's for free as long as you buy a certain amount of the blown-in cellulose. And most people use it for their attics, but I'm going to go ahead and do it over the garage. So here's kind of what I did. So a while ago, I had painted our garage ceiling a lovely shade of blue. It is, as you can see, a finished garage ceiling, which definitely changes your project quite a bit. If those rafters and beams were exposed, that would be a ton easier. Then I would just spray foam the whole thing and be done with it. So I chose to get up on my, oh, can you see that wood table over there? It's pretty sturdy. So I was using that as like my moving scaffolding here. So I got up on the garage and I used my stud finder and pencil and a 12-inch ruler just to kind of double check my work. And I marked off all the different channels, and then I created access panels for all of them. So here are hope you guys can see that okay. This is a little tricky. This is my first video, if you can't already tell. So anyways, here's my little access panels. I've got all the channels and everything numbered so that I can put them back up easier. So it's really important before you decide to do anything, you have to cut into the ceiling and see what you're dealing with. I was having contractors come over and make estimates and researching, but I couldn't actually take action until I just made some holes and found out what I was dealing with. So if you can see that, that's a 12-inch cavity. It goes 12 inches deep, and then it's about 12 inches across from each of these beams. So they've got the insulation sitting high, so it's up on the upper 6 inches of the cavity. So my plan is to come in with the blown cellulose and blow in cellulose for the bottom 6 inches. And so that's going to give me a total R value of 38, which for Central Virginia, that's the recommended. So see if I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, those pencil marks, so that's channel number 2. And then you can see where I marked off the beam, and then there's channel 3 and so on. And so what I first started out doing was making one access panel per channel, and that was going to be about 21 holes, and I really didn't want to do that. So I started combining and just doing one hole, and now when I screw my access panel back in, I could just go right into that wood, and it's going to make it a lot easier. So at first what I did, well, I'm going to have to put the garage down for this a little bit. Let's see. Bear with me here, a little bit noisy. Okay, so it's called, one website called it the Devil's Triangle, but up where that, there's the window in the center of the room, and then the roof is on a slant. So it creates this void, nothing's in there. And when you're inside the room in January, the walls are freezing. So anyways, I cut separate access panels up in that void area. And so that's one with the access panel screwed in place. It's labeled channel number 3. And then I've got channel number 2 over here. So those were really helpful because up here in these access panels, there's no insulation whatsoever. They completely skipped that step. And that's what makes those walls so cold. And so in the winter, we use that as a guest room, but mostly it's my children's play area. And they're in there for 2-3 hours a day, sometimes more if it's snowy and we're doing projects or whatever. So, I'm going to put the garage door back up. Bear with me again here. Oops. Oh, okay. So anyhow, here's the tools I used. There's my, my driver, my drill, measuring tape, pencil, ruler. I had to go buy a new stud finder since I dropped mine and then its readings were super inconsistent. Good thing the pandemic's going on because I have plenty of disposable face masks. I've got my jigsaw, and then this is just a razor blade, but it's also got this hook. It's got 2 different settings on here. So one's a razor blade and one's got this hook. It's actually, I used it for when I was putting shingles on our shed. So this has been super handy. There's extra jigsaw blades. You always save money when you buy in bulk. I did a quick little schematic here to just keep track of my project and write down ideas and thoughts. And then this was one of the templates I used to make my access panels. And of course I have safety goggles on. It's still pretty hot out here. It's going to be in the 80s today, so I opted for a short sleeve t-shirt. If you can, I would recommend a long sleeve t-shirt and pants, but I plan on jumping in the pool after all of this is done. So anyways, this, oh, and then this is like before I actually blow in. This is all the prep work required. So I got this Eco Touch insulation, and my plan is to apply this, and I do have some leftover spray foam from a previous project. So I am going to use the insulation and then a little bit of spray foam in a can and put it on this side of these access panels. So when I screw these back up into place, I know for sure I'm going to have insulation here, so then I'm preventing leaks and things from coming up through the floor. So anyways, this will probably be part 1 of my videos, and if you think I'm not totally crazy, stay tuned for my second video showing how this all turned out.